Season 60, war number 5. Today we've matched up against LVT. The bands are Bastion, Corvus, Sinister, Thanos, and Werewolf. And my team today is going to be Tigra, Spider-Woman, and Jean Grey. And we're going to start today on Path 1 against this Gallon here with Tigra. This is a pretty classic Tigra versus Gallon fight. There's not that much to it. The main reason he's here is because the buffs from the node will obviously give him planetary mass, but if we neutralize that, then it's not a big issue. So assign a neutralizer here, Tigra obviously being the first one that I would think of, and then we just kill him very, very fast. So I'm going to go ahead and push him to 1 bar of power with basics, and then try to bait it out with a neutralize on him, which I do here. He doesn't throw it immediately, so I need to replace the neutralize, and then he does. Drop my heavy attack here. 3 ruptures, probably could have gone for another heavy, but instead I just dropped this special 2 immediately, so it's not going to kill him immediately, but it's going to be pretty close. So again, trying to get the neutralize active when he drops a special, and except I just go for double special ones, and that also kills him, so didn't make much of a difference there. Alright, now we're going to move on to fight Black Panther Civil War on Node 10 with Jean. Jean is both safe and risky for this fight. It's kind of weird because we're obviously placing Narrow Shocks all the time, so he's going to be unblockable all the time. But also her force field will just completely absorb the Thorns damage that he would, not Thorns damage, but like the burst damage he would do to me. So yeah, it's really weird. Because even if the damage is more than what the shield strength is, she'll still absorb all of it in the shield strength because it's tied to like one single source. It's weird how it works, but like I've tanked Gallon Harvest with that and not lost any health. So pretty funny. Anyway, we're gonna go for the special 2 once again here, and then Black Panther is dead. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to this Rintra here on Path 2. And this one's pretty easy for Spider-Woman because, she's neutralize immune, so there's basically no threat in Rintra's kit. We just need to try to get to 2 bars and then 1 bar and kill him power sinks and stuff. The power drain node's annoying. I think it's going to trigger right here, and we're going to go below 1 bar of power again. So the goal is to be at 60% above a power threshold, because if I can get to that 60%, then I won't go below a power threshold again. But the ensnare actually failed the power drain there, which is really funny. So let's go ensnare, thank you for that. And then here, baiting Rintra's special 2, get the dex right there. And then I'm going to go for my special 1 in just a moment. It's not going to kill him, but it's going to still do a lot of damage. He goes down to 13%, and then yeah, just naturally I'm gonna go for 1 more special 1, and then he's gonna die. Does he die from the actual attack? No, but he drops a special 1 immediately after getting knocked down, and then he's dead. So we move on to fight Lumitrix here on node 29. This one's pretty much clockwork for me. I've done it a couple times already. And yeah, you don't need the Odin pre-fight to make this one work. You just kind of hit Lumitrix, and then Jean's damage is so good that she's gonna kill him very fast. I start with the light attack at the start of the fight, and unfortunately did not get it, but it's okay, because Jean force field absorbs like all the damage. So get some passive shocks on me. I don't really care. He's gonna die before those really matter too much. He's unblockable here, but I can remove it with the special 1, or the invisibility at least, and then I'm going to go maybe do a sidestep. I'm gonna try to get an opening. I do get a regular intercept there. So I'm baiting a special 1 because I know I don't need to worry about miss at all. And then I can go for my special 2 here. He's unduped, so he can't possibly fail any of the burst damage. And then he's dead right there. So yeah, even without Odin and eating 4 hits, we only lose 10% health, which is pretty funny. Alright, so now we're going to go fight Arnim Zola on node 37 with Spider-Woman. This one is supposed to be pretty simple. It's kind of just a regular Spider-Woman versus Zola kind of fight. But this one's going to be a little weird. Firstly, he walk-up lights me. or something weird like that. I don't remember if it was a light attack or not, but he hits me, and then I lose 25% of my health, so that sucks. And then I was hoping to be able to dex the special 2, but he was a little bit too far away from me, so I was not able to get the dex. But I can refresh most of my fury still. I think I only lost like 1. And now I need to focus on landing a heavy attack, so I think I'm going to get it not there. I don't know what the hell was that. But I'm going to go ahead and let him root himself, and then do the one thing that you're not supposed to do, and that's run into the heavy. And if you run into a heavy with Zola on this node, it's very bad, because he's constantly charging his heavy attack, so those disintegrations pause. Luckily, I spaced myself right to be able to stop the heavy attack with my own heavy attack, but that could have been horrible. I've seen people die from that before, but yeah, we're okay. And here he is almost dead. I get a heavy attack right there, and now he's rooted again. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't want you to be rooted, but I guess I can also just do this, get 20 power stings, and yeah, that's definitely gonna cook him. So he goes down. Pretty bad mistakes on my part, but not costly ones. So now we're gonna go fight Enchantress on node 49. She's kind of here because it's like the only node that Count Nefaria or Spider-Woman can't completely wreck her, but also Tigra. So yeah, I don't even use Enchantress as a defender that is intending to kill on my map. I understand why she's here. It's just like, yeah, you're probably not getting any kills, but not everyone's going to use Tigra, so you know what, maybe it's actually better, because definitely not every single alliance would send Tigra this fight. But I am going to go ahead and drop a special 2 here, and then it's going to do a good bit of damage. I was hoping that she would allow me to get to another 2 bars before she drops a special 1, but she just dropped it into my block there. But she did give me triple purple, so I'm just going to drop the special 2 here. I probably should have baited a heavy and punished first, because then I probably would have killed it, but it's okay. I'm going to go for my heavy right here, and then I'm just like, yeah, the special 1s will finish. So that's basically the fight. Okay, now we are going to go fight the boss, and this is a Sentinel boss with Spider-Woman. She's pretty good for Sentinel in general, because the power sting damage is going to get around, you know, all of Sentinel's armor rating, and also it's not part of the instant burst type of thing that he would reduce the potency of, except for the little bit of extra damage that she does additionally when the opponent takes more damage per bar of power they use on their special. But regardless, she's still pretty good for this. I think it's going to be like a 2-minute fight or something. I'm not going to focus too much on limiting how much analysis he gets, because I know he's going to go to 100 really fast anyway. So my goal at the start is just to push him red, and we're just going to make it to where he can't ever use a special 3 for the rest of the fight. So yeah, just invul tank the special 3, and then he's going to get full health again, but it heals him 2%, so who cares? And so yeah. Now he can't throw a special 3 for the rest of the fight, so I just need to deal with his other special attacks, which that just means I have to dex his special 2. So as long as I do that, it'll be fine. Which, you know, it's scary because the nerves are pretty high with Sentinel special 2s, because if you mess it up, you die. So I just need to lock in for those. I did go ahead and push myself to a second special 2 because I wanted as many Furies as possible for when I start placing the power stings. So here I go for them, and unfortunately the Sig ability never gave me a passive Fury, which is really unlucky. But that's okay. There's 10 power stings, and then I'm going to go ahead and place another set of 10 right here. Sig ability kicks in a little bit, and now he's all the way down to 46% there. So that was over 450,000 damage in that one burst, which is pretty nice. And there I honestly thought I punched the heavy late. I don't know if I did or not, but it could have been pretty bad if I punched the heavy late. And then I get another special 2 dex. And then here I accidentally blocked the first hit. I was trying to dex that, but I guess I was late or something. So I did take it on the block, but 2 incinerates isn't going to kill me, luckily. And here I'm going to try to just get one more special one just to guarantee that when he drops another special attack he dies. And so that's what I do. He's got the 20 power stings, and yeah, he's so cooked with that power sting. So yeah, Sentinel boss goes down. We do lose this war 6-8. Honestly, it was kind of close, more close than I expected. We honestly performed better than I expected we would, which is nice. It means we're definitely improving against some of the bigger alliances, even though we didn't win this one. I'm proud of how we went. So yeah, GG's to LVT. Good luck to them for the rest of the season. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.